it's me. So, okay, I got a lot to cover here. So this is big stuff. Okay, if you see what the title is, then yes, it's happening. So these are my announcements for my brand new season 8. So finally, season 8 of my channel is coming through. Okay, so here are the details of why season 8 is going to be a thing. So, if you probably noticed, I haven't really made that many videos since August, if much at all, this year. So, that's because of taking classes in a program called Year Up and taking an internship through it. So, the entire year was spent on that. Well, primarily that. So, I've had much time for really much else, but now that the whole program is coming to an end this week, actually, hopefully I can start getting my stuff together. So hopefully in February I can get all my usual content going, like online, like usual. I don't know, good thoughts on ideas, because I have a lot of ideas that I want to go through. And heck, I still have some Toss episodes that I put on my to-edit list for months now. And by that I mean my favorite Pikmin 3 enemies. And the reason why I've not done that yet is because I'm still not sure, because I haven't played Pikmin 3 in a long time. So it's just really there because it's just really there. And that I can't really do that one yet because I have a lot of other tops that have take priority. For example, the already written top 119 favorite Sun and Moon characters, my already written top 120 favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, my idea from Chris, Pokemon Wheel should be a TM, and 122, which is its own thing. Not to mention Retops 3, which I'm basically written now myself already, with other Retops ideas. I'll get to that. I don't know if it's going to be another video or this one, but that's not the point. The point of this video is that I have a lot of ideas. Heck, I could probably start doing random meme stuff on Pikmix. Because I've been thinking, like, since I've been watching Behind the Meme, I wanted to probably have some, like, funny meme ideas for Pikmix that I could probably put there. Also, Pikmix ideas. For example, actually start finishing My Little Pony Season 5, because I know Season 6 exists, which ticks me off, because I didn't know Season 6 exists. So, if I want to finish the show, might as well just get that going immediately. Also, doesn't help the other shows I kind of want to see that I just haven't. Heck, I've only been watching, like, TV-wise, not TV-wise, like Netflix stuff, or even on YouTube, One Punch Man. So I've been watching One Punch Man, and I've already finished it a long time ago. And another anime that it's kind of embarrassing to say what it is, but I mean, I can tell you, but you wouldn't care unless you actually want me to say it. So so many ideas I want to do, but now that my main responsibility is wrapping up, I can get that done. Okay. Now, the reason why I want to do Season 8 was kind of the reason why I've done Season 4. So, here's why I've done Season 8. I still have a brand new laptop that I've only just barely, all I did was just, like, boot it up. That's all I did. I have it just sitting there for weeks. Not for weeks, for, like, ever since I've done the Switch presentation, so about a week. So, I haven't really done much else. Heck, I don't have an antivirus yet for it. So I was wanting to get an antivirus for it that I could put the editors in. So once I'm done putting the editors and hopefully Photoshop on it, it was kind of hard because the Photoshop I'm using is 5.5 Student Edition, which is, don't think them easy to come by on a different MAC address, since all Adobe stuff really relies on, like, one per user, and it does track MAC addresses, which is impossible, nearly impossible to replicate and hack and stuff. So once I get those going on the new laptop, I'm gonna start making the main intro 8. So yeah, I'm at a point where I can make main intro 8, which is crazy. Now, if you're wondering about S7, believe it or not, actually check this, that S7's actually the first season I've done since S4, which is, by the way, back in 2011. Yes, 11, in which I didn't have a second like half season, or like this like a season and then part A and part B. I haven't had that since 2011. Heck, S6 took S6 and S6 reboot took like 2 years, 2.5 years. So that's like the longest I've had for a single season. So S6 took way too long. But now that S7's wrapping up, we're going to get through S8. Now, the reason I'm doing S8 instead of like doing the same thing I'm doing with S6 and doing, let's say, a Season 7B or Season 7, like some really fancy like thing saying it's like a half season. Again, as I said before, it's because of the same reason as S4. The reason why S4 was made instead of what's originally going to be S3.2 was I originally had the main intro for S3.2 all ready to go, which is like another modification of S3.1. But with through the introduction of Pinnacle Studio, which by the way I'm still using to this day, and the Dazzle capture card, ever since I got that, my whole channel itself got essentially a boost. It changed the channel enough for me to actually, you know what, I'm gonna like do a hard new season, because that Dazzle is way too much of an improvement for my channel that I have to do it. Of course, I could have done the same for when I did the Elgato, but going from not using a capture card to using a capture card was kind of a big difference. So, not so much with getting a capture card to a better capture card, but with a laptop I've been using pretty much the entire time I've been on YouTube, to a direct upgrade to a brand new laptop, that's like a significant of a change. Especially considering I got this laptop right about 7 through 9. I did not count, because I don't know if it's 2009, because I know I've been making Pikmin posters on my computer, a separate computer, back on episode 10 of posters. So I don't know if I've had this laptop since 2010. But I thought I had it since the 2009, so. Point is, new season due to new laptop. There we go. By the way, this is I've written on pretty much everything here, and it's pretty long stuff. Okay, now, the problem I've had, or continuing to have, since when I started the program is time. So you probably notice I have not uploaded a lot of videos. I've said that already. But the thing is that now that I've been on the workforce, it's going to be pretty dang hard to just not work again, because the whole, I don't know if it applies to everyone in the world, I assume it does, but when it comes to the US, like people people will interview you, they'll question you, why haven't you been working so much time, and I don't want to answer that question. It's just one of those things I don't want to answer to. It's like the question that I hate the most: what are you doing? Why do I hate this question? Because it irritates me. Because I could say that, oh hey, I'm editing a video, but let's just say I'm surrounded by people who don't know what the heck I'm doing, so it's really hard to relate. So we'll have a bunch of older people saying, "Oh, I should probably do something else because that's not going to work very well." But why I want to make this work? Because I don't care if it's like hobby made for no money whatsoever. It's a thing I want to do, and I can't say I'm much good at anything else. I mean, granted, I'm good at a lot of things, but I mean, I don't have the desire to do much else. That's why I can't answer the question, "What are you doing?" or "What have you been doing?" I cannot. Those people cannot relate. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna be forced to go back to some work in the summer because of course the summer's like halfway through the year, because I have to, not because I need to, I have to. Okay, so with that in mind, here are the main projects I've had or have currently in mind for S8. Okay, first up, channel name. I'm still dead serious in this. In changing my username to Star Snow from Pikmin Master. However, here's the catch. I don't want to change the URL of YouTube, my YouTube URL. And granted, there is a way to do a custom URL. So just say youtube.com/c/Pikmin I want to do that for Star Snow, but the problem is that that's already taken by this weird channel called Stars Now. Granted, the spelling of it is the same, however, the context, the spacing is different. Problem is that I can't just put *_snow because it'll still lead to that same channel, so underscores don't count. So I might as well, if I can, leave my custom. I don't know if it'll work, but with the custom URL youtube.com/c/Pikmin and then change the username to whatever the heck I want, without having to change that URL. I really hope that's the case. I really hope so. By the way, is it raining outside? Huh. It's that long story short. It's been like weird, like winds and stuff today. But yeah, I'm still dead serious on that. I'm pretty sure I've stated why I wanted to change the Star Snow. It's really because of the logo. Because I called the logo of Star Snow. So I'm gonna change the username to that. So I guess instead of being called Pikmin, just called Snow. I mean, it's a one syllable, easy to understand word in English. It kind of gives an idea of this snowflake. I think I've had since what 2001. I don't know, but there you go. That's that. I'll give you an explanation if I'm going to do it. The explanation will be done after. Okay. Channel name covered. Now, some individual things. And the most important thing, or rather not the most important, the most immediate thing is comment time. Now, as you probably noticed, it's right on the time we're going to start collecting comments for comment time. Catch is that because I'm still in the middle of, near the end of the work, and I won't be out of the work until Friday afternoon. I'm probably not going to edit comment time until like sometime in February, because I need to get the time to, one, make the intro, which itself is probably going to take a long time, so you should take a long time for intros. And before doing the intro, figure out what format I want for it is, because I could probably do a similar format that I did with 2016, and if I want to do that, it's going to take me a lot longer while to do. So that's going to be a hard thing. Also, what the thumbnail is going to be and whatever text is necessary, because that's a question for fun, just moving around like that. That took a long time to think about. And of course, anything else related to the format. I'm probably going to keep the format of like how I'm going to edit the comments in similarly to 2016 comment time, except I may have to do it in Movie Studio Platinum. So comment time is going to be a bit delayed. At least January is going to be delayed. So I can start making S8, the S8 intro, then S8 proper, and then start S8 proper with comment time, even if it's going to be late. So point is that comment time January will be done late, like a lot later than usual, because I want to get the first thing after S8 starts. Also about comment time, I was thinking for some time that I could probably, maybe, do comment time, but for comments that I've done since 2010 and 2011. By that, for my channel's infancy, back in S2, S2 forward, because granted, just so you know, I've only done S1 for about a couple of months, and the only really comments that are on S1 videos are from way after 2012. So I want to see if I can gather my comments all the way from my Coliseum playthrough. Yes, that old. To when I started making comment time back in January 2012. I could probably either make separate videos for them, maybe like comment time classic or something, or comment time retro, or embed them into content proper. Like maybe instead of having comment time January 2017, but also include comment time from January 2010 and maybe also January 2011, or maybe have just 2010. Maybe 2018 will have 2011's comments. You decide. I'm considering just doing 2010 and 2011, just so I have the whole comment time retro thing have all done in a single year. That's just my thoughts. The main intro. Okay, so I talked about the main intro 8. The main intro, the music for main intro 8 will be, as in like I'm not gonna change. I'm probably not gonna change it anything else. This is probably the only candidate, and it's probably the only one to be there. It's Cooler Diamond's theme from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match, whose name is called Diamond Dust. So Cooler Diamond's theme will be my main intro 8 theme. However, what would be kind of cool that I wanted to do is like have some sort of, let's have my logo right, having to be on the center, and just have it like plastered in the center, and then like once it's like, I don't know, has in the center, like a bunch of little snowflakes come out of it. That'd be kind of cool, but since that would probably require a lot of editing skills I don't have, nor do I have the capabilities to, so that would probably delay it way too much. So I'm probably not gonna do that. Unfortunately, it would make the intro look cooler, but it's gonna take time I don't have. So there you go. Plus, I don't think I have the biggest fan base for people to care. So once I get a bigger fan base, the more I'll care. The more I care, the better content I'll put. So right now I'm still under 1,000 subs. So I'm still under 1,000 subs. So maybe if I get 1,000 subs, but probably by the time 2018 comes out, probably will have at most 900, if at all. Heck, I'll probably only gain like 30 subscribers in 1 year, so it's not gonna be not unless I network like crazy. Like if I network like crazy, I'll probably gain a lot of like death threats from people, which will probably count. So anyway, because I'm still not a good like god tier editor or someone who has a lot of time. But whenever, like, I make my essay intro similar to my other intros, just with a different song. So, okay, so other intros. So, I made a video that I said that I'm not gonna make online intros based entirely what season it is, because I've done that forever. Where if it's a new season, regardless of what it is, gonna be a new online intro for every single series. Is it low now? Gonna start from online. Other intros. By the way, I jump cut it because I have an alarm that went off during me talking about it. So, other intros. I've said before in another video that I won't do online intros based entirely on what season it is, because I've done it forever. For example, like, S3. S3, there have the S3 online Wi-Fi at that time intros. S4, regardless of what happens, I'm gonna make new intros for the Wi-Fi series. S5, same thing. S6, same thing. S7, same thing. But for S8, I'm not gonna do it. For S8, what I'm gonna do is, okay, so I'm gonna do the following. If I decide to make a series to its phase 2, which is once I've done the initial 30 videos. Once I decided I'm going to go for 60 videos on that series, 31 onward will have a new intro. So with the first 30 videos, the phase 1 intro. Like video 31 to 60, phase 2, another intro. Phase 3, 61 to 100. So once I get to one, so from there, that's another intro. And after 101, and by that I mean Pokemon and Mario Kart, and eventually Smash Brothers Online. Eventually. It's going to be every 50th video. So, Mario Kart is on 220 now. So, once I reach 250, 251 onward, would be the 150 was it 151 no 251 onward will feature a new Mario Kart intro. And for Pokemon, I think I've passed 350 by now, so it's going to be 400. Although I was going to put it awkward because Sun and Moon's already out and it's nowhere near new intro time. That being said, I've already thought ahead of it because I've mentioned in my notes here that I will put exceptions because Pokemon's one of them. In that if there's another game in that video series that comes out during like a middle of one of those intro phases, then I'll do a new intro whenever really I feel like it. So let's say for example, right? I think Pokemon's at 357. I don't remember. I know I'm not gonna check either, but I know it entered 7, so it's probably 357. So let's say I start Sun and Moon immediately. I start Sun and Moon online immediately, right? I'll probably do it, as soon as possible, or start at 370 and then move on to Sun and Moon intro. Also, I'm gonna still follow the same rule for online, in that I'm gonna try to play as many games of that series as possible. So right now, even though Sun and Moon came out, I'm still going to play Pokemon X. I'm still going to play Pokemon Y, Omega Ruby. Maybe drop Y, because it'll be kind of redundant. X, Omega Ruby, and Moon, which will probably be the main three. I'm only going to drop X, and I'm going to drop Omega Ruby if no one's playing the game. If no one plays online. And given it's Pokemon, it's probably impossible. Heck, I still would find matches for Black 2 back when Wi-Fi was still up. So that's saying a lot. And I still would find like Mario Kart Wii matches back when Wi-Fi was still up. I think the Brawl's already ended by the time Wi-Fi ended, so I was glad that was done at the right time. But the point is that we're gonna be whenever I feel like it. Same thing with Runbow, and that's gonna be a big deal because I'll talk about it right now. Online in general. So you've already seen. I don't know if you've seen it already because that doesn't have that many views, surprisingly enough. But Splatoon Online ended, so I'm no longer making videos for Splatoon for Wii U. However, you'll notice that I'm not going to be featuring Splatoon anymore until Splatoon 2 comes up, if I get a Switch. So if I get Splatoon 2, whichever comes last after these two, I would start doing videos for Splatoon 2. And I'm not going to be an idiot and just start over from Splatoon 2 to Splatoon 2 Online. No. I'm going to start from Splatoon proper. So Splatoon 2 will start at number 31 onward. And the naming of it, I'm probably going to change. Instead of saying, let's say, Splatoon Online 31, and people might think, oh, it's just regular Splatoon, I'm probably going to do this. So, and same thing definitely counts for Pokemon and Mario Kart. Let's say Splatoon Online number 31, and then in brackets, the name of the game, Splatoon 2. So, it would be like, let's say Pokemon Online 360, Pokemon Omega Ruby. Or Mario Kart 221, Mario Kart 7. That's kind of like the idea, so people know what game I'm playing. So, for the most part, aside from Splatoon, until Splatoon 2 comes up, all other online series will remain the same. Catch as Runbow, because, again, Runbow's indie, and due to me unable to be playing the game for as long as the developers keep wanting to play the game, I'm not sure how people are still playing the game. Because I don't want to end at 12. I don't want to end Runbow at 12. I want to end at 30. So I'm going to see how far I can go with Runbow. And maybe if 13 AM wants to, do a lot of things with Runbow, do some more Runbow matches on Wii U, I would hopefully, use the time to start recording it, since at this point there'll be at least a bit more people to play Runbow. So, Runbow is going to be contested right now. I really hope that I can at least get to 30 with Runbow because that's going to be hard because it's indie. And if I can get to 30, then I can end Runbow like straight up until it gets a sequel. And I'm pretty sure it'll get a sequel. It's pretty dang good. 13 and go to work on that sequel. Okay, so again for online in general, including Runbow, excluding Splatoon, I'll try to get a large enough stockpile since my stockpile for Smash it's non-existent right now. My stockpile for Pokemon non-existent, and I still like trouble that weird trouble like recording 3DS stuff because even though I have my phone and it's decent camera up close, the stand for it is kind of the phone. My phone's a bit too heavy for my stand, so I might need to get a new tripod, so to at least like carry the weight of my phone. So hopefully you can get stockpile large enough to handle months of content. Like I want maybe record a couple of days to last until the summer. That's kind of the idea. Okay, so other series I have in mind. Not Mario Course Exhibition because that thing's over. It's done. So, and I do not think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will contain new courses. If it does, we'll be forced to make a new intro for Mario Kart Course Exhibition because that thing is old. I'll be forced to make a new intro for Mario Kart Course Exhibition in the event that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe contains new courses. And by new course, I mean like race courses, not battle mode, because we all know battle mode's back. And that has some new stuff, including a Splatoon Battle Mode, of course. But I'm not doing that. It's just races. Alternatively, if for whatever reason I have access to Arcade GPDX, if for whatever reason I have access to the third arcade game, I will also bring in Mario Kart Exhibition, so I'll contain content from Arcade GPDX. And again, I'll be forced to update the intro. But I mean, if I actually like Arcade GPDX, I'm gonna have to like hype myself to make a new intro for it. Because of course. Next up, Counterattack. Yeah, once again another update for Counterattack. Once again, Pit episode's done. Rainbow Dash episode's done, and by that we done, I mean like the scripts are done. I haven't started editing at all. So once I figured out what to do with them, like example what assets to use, which is a bit troubling because Rainbow Dash, the whole Equestria stuff and having to rely on a show for backgrounds, not for games, not for much else, like stock images. So having to rely on a show for backgrounds it's harder than usual. Once I get everything else settled, I can just do Counterattack. What was it? 17, 18. Done. Essentially. So yeah. However, the problem is what I'm gonna edit it in. Since I am still not sure if I can transfer my current Pinnacle 14 to my new laptop. If I can, cool. However, it's been I've proven to myself many times that Counterattack is horrible on Movie Studio Platinum. It's like uneditable on Movie Studio Platinum. Mostly due to the fact of how timelines, how the different tracks work. Since I can't just new pans in whatever I want on one specific image. If I could, then it's hard. It's harder than it should be. So it requires a lot more work, and even then it's gonna be harder. So for some reason, Pinnacle is much better at doing the specific kind of video I want to do than it's supposed to be a decent editor. That's weird. Also, I've seen on Pinnacle Studio 20 Ultimate, and it looks a lot more like a Movie Studio Platinum than it does Pinnacle Studio, which kind of scares me. So I don't know if it does the more the same functions as 14. I mean, I've seen it could do the same functions as 14, just gonna be more like a weird hybrid between what I'm using and the other and Platinum. Weird. So yeah, if I can get once I get that done, I'm going to worry a bit more about how many episodes when you do, since as you notice, I don't make that many episodes. I was like lucky and well timed to make 16. So I don't know how I keep forgetting how I managed to do 16. It just like happens to have a small pocket of time. We just just exploit the crowd out of it. So I'm gonna try to finish Counterattack Arc 2 in under 25 episodes. And by I mean like total amount of episodes will be 25. So by episode 25, I'm done. Because the thing is, I've originally had 29 in mind. Like have every single like potential every single scenario has its own episode, and every episode's boss fights. Yes. Every episode has its own boss fight against the Kid Icarus villains. And yes, that's a spoiler for Counterattack. However, I don't think it's going to be possible anymore unless I do 2 or even 3 boss fights in one episode. Like, the entirety. Because I have 29 episodes in mind, and I have to cut it down to 25. Because I really want to make more, every single character either its own episode, or share a bit episode with another like, less important character. Because one I have in mind is, Neku's episode is probably going to be a thing. However, the problem is, I think if I'm gonna make Neku's episode, I originally thought it was gonna be like his episode alone, that like the last like solo episode that only was on one world. But I don't think I can do that anymore. So I'm gonna have to like fuse like my idea for Neku's episode with the next Mistress episode, and then after that worry about Phoenix episode and that sort of thing. So yeah, Counterattack's gonna be has always been one heck of a mess. I don't know why I did it in the first place at this point. What I should be doing for Counterattack is just little small, like a slice of life mini episodes. That's really the whole point of it was, is episode freaking 1. But everything else for my channel, Top Slots on, standalone videos, obtains videos if necessary, will be the same. So nothing else video-wise would change much. So maybe like editor changes, and if necessary, changes of the hardware. Okay, so now for the more YouTube-y side. Oh, it's like once the videos are done, the YouTube stuff. I don't know how long this video is at this point, so forget it. And the main thing is thumbnails and end slates. Holy crud, it's weird because I've done my end slates, and all of a sudden YouTube does its own version of end slates, and not everyone started using. Now a lot of people like who know what they're doing are doing it. So except for Rocket Chugga Conroy, mostly because of his circumstances with it. But I think I'm at a point where I just use them, since I don't normally play adaptations in my videos. But the problem is just the problem with YouTube in general. Just like they're probably just gonna change it to like just remove it all together. And what's gonna happen to those videos, huh? So, again, I will be using the end screen feature for YouTube for my new end slates. The question now is, are end slates necessary anymore? Due to they're just going to be at the end of the video anyway. So, I'm going to say I will anyway. So, like I will anyway, because I do like the thumbnails, not thumbnails, the end slates. Thumbnails holding the story. Because, like, the way I do it, just, like, every single... You can tell what kind of series it is at the end of it by the color of it. Although kind of unnecessary, because by the time you already know what it is, you've seen the content of the video, and you've already seen what the title is, so you don't need to see what the color is. But I'm sorry I'm going to do what I want to do. But, however, the thing is, due to YouTube's default length for the new end screen feature is 20 seconds to 15, need to figure out a way to either change up the thumbnail music so it'll last 20 seconds, or just do it as 15 seconds like I always do, except like you'll see the thumbnails before, like done on purpose, see the thumbnails and all this sort of thing before, Uh, and so when it comes to Enslate, it was there. That's a decent plan. Okay, thumbnails. I know I said thumbnails to Enslates, but thumbnails itself. So you didn't notice that some time ago I've been changing, like drastically changing my thumbnails, right? To be a lot more like weird and clickbait, semi clickbaity, and in the case of that one video, totally clickbaity on purpose, because that's how YouTube works now. I'm sorry, but at the same time not. So my idea is that for online, because I've been standardizing online thumbnails for each of the series forever, and I kept wanting to stay it that way. But at the same time, I've noticed time and time again that makes the episode a lot more harder to distinguish. And by that I mean, like, so was that cool video done with let's give an example. Let's say Pick Lady's Il Mise, for example. So was that one video I did for Pick Lady on that video, or that one? I do have to rely on the description for it, but I have to click on it. I have to waste a little bit more time. So yeah, I get the idea. So I've been thinking of ways to change the thumbnail to be more like what you expect of thumbnails from not thumbnails you expect out of, let's say, Hoodlum's Crafty, but or some kind of shofu. I don't know what shofu thumbnails are. I haven't been in the channel in a long time, but maybe something like that. But at the same time, standardizing them so be different, so you can distinguish like who's on what and what main feature is. But at the same time, it's just standardized. I just like standardized thumbnails. It's just my preference over like weird wacky thumbnails. Just like so clickbaity makes you not want to click, that sort of thing. I'm gonna think about that, but we'll see. Essentially, you know how the series colors, like, for example, my main channel's colors is like a very specific navy blue that I just call it my color, because I have a specific color that I'm using, and oddly enough, thought about it during my internship, like this specific color I'm using for my main channel colors. And I specifically done this one because I thought of a hexadecimal number, and lo and behold, I put that certain hexadecimal number into colors. It comes up a navy blue, and navy blue is my main channel's color, so I decided to use that as my main color. And you know how tops is red, common times brown, retops purple, that sort of thing? I'm considering changing some of them. Because, for example, like, Common Time's been brown for 2 years. And the reason why the second year is brown is because the first year is brown. And so it'll be easier to notice. So I'm considering changing the colors for the series. Like, for example, Pokemon is weird light blue. I mean, not weird light blue, but I know why that light blue exists, because I specifically chose a specific light blue for it. Mario Kart was, I forget what color Mario Kart was. Was it this another weird? It's another weird blue, I think. What? Because I know it was a cyan. I don't remember, but I think it was cyan. And then there was another weird one, but I forget. Oh yeah, I think it's like Smash was brown. No, Smash was orange. Granted, Brawl. I felt like Brawl, the color in general, was orange. Like, very orangey, so Smash in general was orange, even though Smash 4 is more like purple, because blue and red together. I think I know for a fact I'm going to change Mario Karts to be Mario Kart Deluxe, so why not just do the whole series colors, just change it up, so that maybe Tops can be yellow, like it was back in Tops was his infancy. Because Tops originally was yellow, so I wanted to make Tops yellow again, which means I'm probably gonna change the whole main thumbnails, the Tops. That being said, I still gotta change, like, maybe like a new background theme similar to the PokeTubers. have like a background, just like a lot of like different things instead of like whatever the icon for it is. So Tots would be because Tots still like the last series they do that relies on an icon. So I want to get rid of that. And last thing I want to mention for season 8 announcements is whether or not I can afford new hardware. Because if notice, I have a webcam here, but sometimes not that reliable. Sometimes it just doesn't look right. And I could show you my headset, but I never use the headphone part of the headset because it doesn't fit me very well. And the mic jack is actually kind of you see how we see a wire and it goes to the jack itself. The pink color that you usually have for the microphone jack, and it's kind of like ripped apart. Not ripped apart, but just like it's like the exposed wire. For being bent so much, like drastically bent so much, that's exposing the wire. So I'm worried that the wires might actually might break sometime soon. Plus I can get a better mic anyway, since the headset I use doesn't have like soundproofing. So and plus, I've noticed now like lately that my mom and brother, sometimes they do little weird dramas that require a microphone. So maybe we could probably pull our ideas together to make a decent microphone that has soundproofing. So I can use it generally like for videos, and they can use it for whatever they want. So that being said, though, if I do get like let's say I get Pinnacle Studio 20 Ultimate, right? It's under $100, and I know I afford it. But can I afford the Nintendo Switch with it? Can I afford a new webcam with it? Can I afford a new mic for it? And I need a good one, like good stuff is like triple digits dollars, and I probably don't have much on me now that I'm not working. So that's the general gist of season 8 announcements. I know it's long, but it's kind of necessary since there are a lot on my plate now that I'm free of my main responsibilities. So I guess that's it for what I'm going to say. So see you guys later for hopefully the S8 intro and Comic Time January and whatever else I have in my mind.